We got the yoke here. I'll break that down in a sec. 2 stainless clip.
Interesting. This can't be that hard, is it? So unscrew some stuff. Alright, this is the vacuum tube, you know. Really cool how these TVs used to work. They'd actually shoot electrons down and they would control them with high voltage and electromagnets. They shot down and hit this phosphorescent little screen, and when electrons collide into them, they light up. I think it was really over-engineered before we had pixels, but you know, whatever. So. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Come back. So, hold on, okay. I already took off the board. Got all of this stuff. All this wire over here. But now I think, just like a light bulb, like, hey! So that went there. No, I don't need that anymore. Look. I'm just gonna... Interesting. I absolutely wonder what this was for. So there's our vacuum tube. Okay. So now, screwdriver. Let's okay. So yeah, no, electrons. So electrons are negatively charged. I hope you guys know that. So the way you control it is you have a super high voltage lead, and it actually emanates an electric field, and depending on whether it's positive or negative, it repels or attracts the electron beams that are shooting out of this. So same way a magnetron works in a microwave, just you spin the electrons around and they have a magnet that focus. You watch a YouTube video on it. So now we just... Okay, now everything looks a lot easier on YouTube. This isn't even fair. Oh, communists. Hold on, I didn't just say that. Oh, God, I have to be super careful what I say on YouTube. Like, I can't talk about Vietnam, I can't talk about Russia. I was working with this last night, and I don't know why. There must have been some, like, static shock, but it sparked. Didn't electrocute me as much as, like, when you touch a doorknob, it sparked me. And I was like, you know what, screw that. I'm not touching this. Without a glove on. And until tomorrow. And then I just chopped off the board with any capacitors that could hurt me. So, yeah, no, don't do this right after you have it plugged in. I waited an hour, but I don't know where to go. Don't need that. It's not like the electronics box. It's looking better. Hold on, let me put this down. Alright, stay there. Oh my God, where's my other glove? I only have one glove, this shit. Oh! Hey! Yeah. If you look at this, you can see they, I don't know if this was the magnet or the high voltage. This looks like the high voltage. Or it could be the magnet. Probably the magnet. Well, anyways. Yeah, so first, You have a lead, you have a filament, it heats up, you pull the electrons off a metal plate, I don't remember, I think it's the anode, and then they're just sitting there. So then you have another high voltage thing down here, which is positively charged, and it pulls the electrons down. It's kind of like an accelerator, you know how those work? They like oscillate, so they pull the electrons down, it gets to the positive lead, it turns off, the electrons keep flying, and as the electrons then pass it, it becomes negative, so it propels them, so it's like a pull-push kind of thing. Yeah, you know, they figured it out. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to live life. So yeah, this is that. Pretty neat. Real. Oh yeah, and there's a complete vacuum in here, so. Oh my god. There's no like toxic chemicals they built this with. I'd be so pissed off. And that just does not look good. I don't like stuff turning into dust. Yeah, so I may smash this. Maybe I'll make a part 2. See if I can't see what's inside. So there's usually a little filament that heats up the metal surface so the electrons can come off of it. And there's something to collect all the extra oxygen left over after the vacuum. But yeah. So I will have to have a part 2. Alright, fight the fight.